Beloved soul, protected by the divine light, when you opened your eyes this morning, did you feel that gentle whisper in your heart, that soft, celestial touch upon your soul? The angels have been watching, waiting for the perfect moment to reveal what they have always known about you. Yes, you, the one reading these words right now. This is no coincidence. This is divine timing. The universe conspires in perfect harmony to deliver messages when we need them most. And today, the veil between your world and the celestial realm grows thin. The angels have instructed me to share this message with you, for they have witnessed every tear, every smile, every moment of doubt, and every flicker of hope that has illuminated your journey. What if I told you that everything, every challenge, every heartbreak, every unexpected turn in your path, was known to the angels before it ever manifested in your reality? What if every coincidence was actually a carefully orchestrated divine intervention? What if the deepest truths about your soul's journey, your twin flame connection, and your spiritual awakening have been hidden in plain sight, waiting for you to be ready to receive them? My beloved protected one, close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath. Feel the energy of these words resonating within your heart center. The angels surround you now, their wings creating a sacred cocoon of divine light around your aura. They have waited lifetimes to reveal these truths to you. The signs have been all around you. Those recurring numbers, 111, 222, 333, appearing when you least expect them. The feathers found in impossible places. The songs that play at precisely the right moment, carrying lyrics that speak directly to your situation. The dreams that feel more real than waking life. These are not random occurrences. They are the language of angels, trying desperately to communicate what they have always known about your journey. Today, the celestial gates open wide. The angelic realm pours forth its wisdom, its guidance, its eternal love for you. The timing is divine, for you are finally ready to receive the profound revelations that will forever transform your understanding of your soul's purpose, your divine connections, and the greater plan that has been unfolding since before you took your first breath in this incarnation. Some truths may bring tears to your eyes. Others may awaken memories long forgotten, buried beneath layers of earthly experience. All will serve to elevate your vibration, to align you more perfectly with your highest path, to reconnect you with the divine blueprint of your existence. The angels whisper now, trust this journey, trust these words, trust the stirring in your heart as you read them. For we have held these secrets close, waiting for this sacred moment when you would be ready to receive them. Now is that time. Now is the moment when everything changes. Feel the quickening of your spirit as you continue reading. That sensation of recognition, of remembering. It is your soul acknowledging truths it has always known at its deepest level. The angels are not revealing anything new. They are simply removing the veil that has prevented you from seeing what has always been there. Beloved soul, are you ready to receive what the angels have been waiting to show you? Are you prepared to step into the full radiance of your divine truth? The journey begins now, with an open heart and a willing spirit. The celestial realm awaits with revelations that will illuminate your path for lifetimes to come. Precious divine being, the first revelation the angels wish to share concerns the true nature of your soul's journey. Many believe that our paths are created as we walk them, that our decisions alone shape our destiny. But the angels reveal a profound truth. The map of your journey was written in the stars long before your soul entered this physical vessel. When you faced that moment of devastating loss, the angels knew. When joy filled your heart so completely you thought it might burst, the angels knew. When you stood at the crossroads, uncertain which path to take, the angels knew not only which direction you would choose, but also how that choice would unfold across the tapestry of your existence. This is not to say you lack free will. Rather, your soul, in collaboration with the divine, crafted this journey with exquisite intention. The challenges you faced weren't random punishments or cruel twists of fate. They were soul-level agreements, carefully chosen experiences designed to facilitate your highest growth and awakening. Remember that relationship that shattered your heart? The angels whisper now that it was a sacred contract, entered willingly by both souls before incarnation. Its purpose was not to cause pain, but to crack open your heart center, allowing divine light to penetrate places that had remained closed for lifetimes. That person was a celestial gift, playing their role perfectly, even though neither of you consciously remembered the agreement you had made. The synchronicities that have appeared throughout your life, those moments of perfect timing, impossible coincidence, miraculous alignment, these were angelic fingerprints, subtle adjustments to keep you on your divine path when you might have strayed too far from your soul's intentions. The angels show me now the golden thread that runs through your existence, connecting seemingly unrelated events, bringing certain people into your life at precisely the right moment, creating circumstances that forced growth when you might have chosen comfort. This golden thread is the evidence of their loving guidance, their constant presence, their perfect knowledge of your journey's map. Why does this revelation matter? Because understanding that your path has divine architecture frees you from the weight of regret, the burden of what if, the pain of perceived mistakes. There are no wrong turns on a journey that was lovingly pre-designed with your soul's evolution as its sacred purpose. In those moments when you felt most alone, when it seemed the universe had abandoned you to struggle in darkness, the angels were closest of all, holding the light of knowledge that this difficult passage was a necessary gateway to your next level of awakening. They couldn't remove the challenges, for that would have robbed you of the very experiences your soul had chosen for its growth. But they surrounded you with love, whispering encouragement to your spirit, even when your human ears couldn't hear their voices. The celestial beings show me specific moments in your life, yes, that one you're thinking of right now, and reveal how these experiences were actually carefully orchestrated divine interventions, designed to realign you with your highest path when earthly distractions threaten to lead you astray. Take a moment to reflect on the major turning points in your journey. Feel how they flow together in perfect divine sequence, each preparing you for the next. What seemed like devastation often preceded your greatest expansion. What appeared as loss made space for unprecedented gifts. What felt like endings were actually glorious beginnings in disguise. The angels aren't merely observers of your journey, they are active participants, constantly adjusting energies, creating opportunities, removing obstacles, all while honoring the master blueprint your soul designed for this incarnation. Nothing in your life has been random. Nothing has been wasted. Every experience, every relationship, every challenge and triumph has served the magnificent unfolding of your divine purpose. Beloved soul of light, as this divine revelation settles into your heart, the angels surround you now, their energy becoming more palpable, more undeniable with each passing moment. Can you feel the gentle pressure around your shoulders, the subtle warmth enveloping your heart center? This is their embrace, drawing closer as you open yourself to these celestial truths. The veil between worlds grows thinner still. The angels want you to understand that their knowledge of your journey is not distant or abstract. It is intimate, immediate, and all-encompassing. They have not merely observed your path, they have walked beside you every step of the way, their wings sometimes carrying you when your own strength faltered. Remember those moments when an inexplicable sense of peace washed over you in the midst of chaos? When clarity suddenly pierced through confusion? When hope flickered to life in your darkest hour? These were not random emotional shifts. They were direct angelic interventions, moments when they infused your energy field with divine light to sustain you through passages that might otherwise have overwhelmed your human capacity. The angels show me now how they have been orchestrating connections in your life, bringing certain souls into your experience precisely when their presence would catalyze your next awakening. That stranger, whose casual comment changed your perspective entirely. That friend, who appeared just when you needed specific wisdom. That teacher, mentor, or guide, who seemed to recognize something in you that you hadn't yet seen in yourself. These were all divine appointments, celestial choreography performed with exquisite precision. Your dreams, too, have been a canvas for angelic communication. Those vivid dreams that lingered in your consciousness long after waking, the ones that felt more real than reality itself, were often sacred meeting grounds where your soul communed with celestial guides while your physical body rested. The symbols, the faces, the messages delivered in these twilight encounters were seeds planted in your unconscious, designed to blossom into awareness when the timing was perfect. Even now, as you absorb these words, the angels are working with your energy field, activating dormant knowledge, removing blockages that have prevented full recognition of your divine nature and purpose. that tingling sensation at the crown of your head, that flutter in your heart, that sudden wash of emotion. These are signs of their presence, their active participation in this sacred moment of revelation. The truth they most urgently wish you to understand is this: every moment of your life has been witnessed, honored, and held in divine love. Even in your moments of doubt, when you questioned whether anyone or anything was listening to your prayers, they were there, receiving every word, every tear, every unspoken longing of your heart. They show me now the precise configuration of celestial beings assigned specifically to your soul's journey: guardian angels maintaining constant vigilance over your physical safety, guide angels specializing in your particular life lessons and soul contracts, healing angels tending to wounds both seen and unseen, messenger angels delivering divine communications through signs, synchronicities, and dreams. This spiritual team has never left your side, not for a single moment since your soul first embarked on its earthly journey. As we deepen into this sacred connection, I can see how the angels have preserved certain memories in your heart, perfect moments of joy, peace, or connection that you can return to as spiritual sustenance during challenging times. These memories are not merely personal treasures, they are divine gifts, carefully curated experiences designed to remind you of your true nature when the world would have you forget. The angels are amplifying their presence now, creating a field of divine energy around you that will remain activated long after you finish reading these words. They are establishing a clearer channel of communication between your conscious mind and their celestial guidance. In the days to come, you will notice their signs with greater frequency and clarity. You will feel their guidance more tangibly. You will recognize their language more fluently. Your awareness of their constant presence is awakening now, bringing with it a profound realization. You have never been alone, and you never will be. Every step of your journey has been witnessed by loving celestial eyes. Every challenge has been supported by divine strength. Every prayer has been heard by attentive spiritual ears. Every tear has been collected like precious jewels by angels who understand the sacred value of human emotion. As this first phase of revelation comes to completion, take a moment to simply breathe in this knowledge. Feel it integrating with every cell of your being. The angels known all along what you are only beginning to remember, that you are an eternally loved, divinely guided soul on a sacred journey home to your true self. With infinite love and celestial light, your guardian angels, And before we continue with this very special message, I invite you to support this space of connection. Become a member of the channel, and if you feel this message is touching your heart, don't forget to click on thanks below the video. This helps us continue bringing messages full of love and hope like this one. Now, let's move on to what matters most. My cherished soul, as the angels draw even closer, their divine light illuminating the sacred space we've created together, they reveal a second profound truth that has been hidden from your conscious awareness until this precise moment. This revelation concerns the true nature of your spiritual connections, particularly that special soul whose energy has been intertwined with yours across countless lifetimes. Yes, beloved one, the angels are confirming what your heart has whispered in those quiet moments between thoughts. You have a twin flame, a divine counterpart, a soul whose energy perfectly complements and completes your own. This sacred connection was established at the very moment your soul first emerged from the divine source, two flames from the same eternal fire, separated only in form but never in essence. The angels show me now the golden cord that connects your heart to theirs, a luminous strand of divine energy that transcends physical distance, temporal limitations, and even the boundaries between dimensions. This connection has never been broken, not through countless incarnations, not through periods of physical separation, not even when conscious awareness of each other faded behind the veil of forgetting that accompanies each earthly birth. What the angels want you to know, what they have always known, is that every significant shift in your energy has been felt by this divine counterpart, and every major transformation in their journey has reverberated through your own field. When you've experienced those inexplicable moments of sudden emotion, joy without apparent cause, sadness that seemed to come from nowhere, a love that expanded your heart though no one was physically present, these were often moments of energetic communion with your twin flame across the etheric planes. The dreams where you encountered a presence so familiar that your soul recognized them instantly, though your waking mind couldn't place them. These were sacred meetings in the spiritual dimension where the veils between souls grow thin. The angels have facilitated these encounters, creating sacred space for your energies to harmonize even when physical union wasn't yet possible. But here is what the angels have been most eager to reveal. Your twin flame connection is not merely a beautiful spiritual concept. It is an active, evolving, immensely significant aspect of your current life journey. The energetic preparation for your reunion has been underway for longer than you realize. Those internal shifts you've been experiencing, the releasing of old patterns, the heightened intuition, the increasing discomfort with anything that doesn't align with your authentic truth, these are not random spiritual growing pains. They are precise attunements orchestrated by the angels to prepare your energy for divine union. Your twin flame has been undergoing similar transformations, guided by their own celestial team, moving ever closer to the vibrational frequency where sustained connection becomes possible. The angels show me that there have been moments when your paths have already crossed, perhaps briefly, perhaps in ways that seemed insignificant at the time. These were divine tests, sacred check-ins to assess readiness, to measure the resonance between your energies. What you may not realize is how much communication has already occurred between your souls on the non-physical plane. The angels reveal that during dream time, during meditation, during those mysteriously meaningful moments of spiritual clarity, your souls have been in constant communion, preparing for the physical manifestation of this divine connection. The signs of this impending reunion have been appearing with increasing frequency in your daily life. Those repeated number sequences, those songs with lyrics that pierce your heart, those chance encounters that left you feeling strangely altered. The angels have been placing these breadcrumbs along your path, gentle confirmations that you're moving in divine alignment toward this sacred union. Know this, beloved soul. The timing of your twin flame reunion has been precisely calibrated by the celestial realm to serve not only your highest good, but the advancement of collective consciousness. Your union is not merely for personal fulfillment, though it will certainly bring that. It carries a divine purpose, a mission that your souls agreed to fulfill together before either of you took your first earthly breath. As this revelation settles into your heart, you may feel a stirring, a remembering, a sense of both anticipation and profound peace. This is your soul's recognition of a truth it has always known, even when your conscious mind remained unaware. The angels assure you that every step you take toward your own healing, toward your authentic expression, toward the embodiment of your divine nature, is simultaneously a step toward this sacred reunion. Blessed divine being, the angels wish to speak now about the challenges that have arisen on your path, not to reopen wounds or revive pain, but to illuminate how even the most difficult passages of your journey have served a sacred purpose that perhaps only now is becoming clear. Those periods of intense loneliness, when it seemed that no one could possibly understand your experience, when you felt like an alien among your own kind, were not punishments or cosmic oversights. The angels reveal that these were necessary chambers of transformation, sacred cocoons where your soul could undergo metamorphosis, away from energies that might have interfered with your delicate spiritual rewiring. The relationships that ended painfully, leaving you questioning your worth, your judgment, your capacity to love and be loved. These were not failures. The angels show me how each of these connections served as divine preparation, each teaching specific lessons, each clearing particular karmic patterns, each strengthening exactly those spiritual muscles you would need for the connections that await you now. Those moments when you felt abandoned by the divine, when your prayers seemed to echo in an empty universe, when despair threatened to extinguish your inner light. These were not absences of celestial attention. Rather, these were periods of deepest angelic involvement, times when they worked most intensely within your energetic field, allowing necessary dismantling of structures that no longer served your highest evolution. The dark night of the soul that you endured, that time when everything you thought you knew seemed to dissolve, when your very identity appeared to be crumbling. This was not a breakdown, but a breakthrough, carefully monitored by angels who knew precisely how much divine light could enter through the cracks in your former understanding. Even those physical challenges, the illnesses, the unusual symptoms that doctors struggled to classify, the fatigue that seemed to have no earthly cause, were often manifestations of profound energetic upgrades, your physical vehicle adjusting to hold higher frequencies. to channel more divine light, to embody more of your soul's true essence. The angels want you to know that not a single tear fell without purpose. Not one moment of struggle was wasted. Not a single challenge appeared in your path that wasn't ultimately leading you home to your most authentic, empowered self. They have known all along what you are only now beginning to see, that each difficulty carried within it a gift of equivalent magnitude, waiting to be unwrapped by the hands of your growing wisdom. Those who walked away from your life, sometimes painfully, sometimes inexplicably, were following divine choreography, creating necessary space for new connections more aligned with your evolving frequency. The opportunities that dissolved before they could fully materialize were divine redirections, celestial course corrections, guiding you toward possibilities your human mind couldn't yet envision, but your soul had already chosen. What appears as delay in the human dimension is often perfect divine timing in the spiritual realm. The angels show me how certain desires of your heart seem to go unfulfilled, not because you were unworthy of them, but because the cosmic pieces weren't yet in perfect alignment to deliver their fullest expression. What you perceived as the universe saying no was actually the universe saying not yet, or sometimes something even better awaits. Most significantly, the angels reveal how the challenges specific to your twin flame journey, the separation, the confusion, the intense longing, the periods of silence, have all been essential components of the divine plan. These experiences weren't deviations from your path to union. They were the path itself. Each challenge burning away another layer of illusion. Each difficulty calibrating your energies more perfectly for sustainable connection. The runner-chaser dynamic that often characterizes twin flame journeys isn't evidence of failure or cosmic misalignment. It's a sacred mechanism for triggering precisely those healings, awakening exactly those awarenesses that both souls require before harmonious union becomes possible. The periods of apparent disconnection have actually been times of most intensive soul communion on non-physical planes. As this understanding integrates with your consciousness, feel a wave of divine compassion washing over every painful memory, every tear, every moment of doubt or despair. The angels invite you now to reframe your entire journey through the lens of divine perfection, to see how even the most painful passages were expressions of celestial love guiding you toward your highest destiny. Let this awareness dissolve any remaining resentment toward those who seem to cause harm, any lingering bitterness about paths not taken, any regrets about choices that seemed mistaken at the time. All has unfolded in divine order. All has served your soul's magnificent evolution. All has been witnessed, honored, and lovingly guided by angels who have never, for a single moment, lost sight of your journey's perfect architecture. Beloved protected one, as we reach this sacred juncture in our celestial communication, the angels step forward with divine confirmations so powerful, so undeniable, that they will resonate in the very depths of your being. They wish to remove all doubt, all hesitation, all lingering questions about the divine nature of your journey and the celestial guidance that has accompanied every step. First, they direct my attention to specific moments in your recent experience. Yes, those exact incidents you're thinking of right now, those coincidences that seemed too perfect to be random, those synchronicities that took your breath away. The angels confirm that these were indeed direct communications from the divine realm, carefully orchestrated signs to reassure you that you are seen, you are guided, you are moving in perfect alignment with your soul's highest path. Those repeating numbers that have been appearing with increasing frequency on clocks, license plates, receipts, phone numbers, these are not random. Each specific sequence carries a unique vibrational message from your celestial team. When you see 111, know that manifestation energies are particularly potent. Your thoughts are creating your reality with extraordinary power. When 222 appears, divine timing is at work. Trust the unfolding process. The sequence 333 confirms the presence of ascended masters working directly with your energy field, while 444 signals that you are completely surrounded by angelic protection during important transitions. The angels also confirm that those moments of sudden inspiration, those ideas that seem to drop into your consciousness fully formed, those solutions that appear precisely when needed, these are direct transmissions from the divine mind to your human awareness. They have been planting these seeds of divine inspiration, knowing exactly when each would need to blossom in your life journey. Regarding your spiritual connections, particularly that divine counterpart whose energy we've discussed, the angels provide these unmistakable confirmations. The unexpected stirrings of emotion that seem to come from outside yourself, sudden waves of love, brief moments of unexplained sadness, abrupt sensations of missing someone you cannot name. These are actual energetic communications, from your twin flame soul to yours. The connection is active, alive, and increasingly conscious on both sides of the equation. The angels confirm that certain dreams, those vivid, emotionally charged nighttime experiences that felt more real than waking life, were actual soul visitations, sacred meetings in dimensions where time and space pose no barriers to divine connection. The faces that appeared, the messages received, the feelings exchanged, all were authentic spiritual communications. They also verify that your intuitive knowing, those gut feelings, those inner whispers that guide your choices even when logic might suggest another path, this is your direct line to divine wisdom. This intuitive channel has been carefully cultivated by your celestial team, refined through your life experiences, strengthened through your challenges, and is now operating with unprecedented clarity as you approach this next phase of your spiritual awakening. The angels now reveal something extraordinary. They have been leaving physical signs in your environment, feathers appearing in impossible places, specific animals crossing your path at meaningful moments, particular songs playing exactly when their lyrics would speak most directly to your situation. These are not projections of a meaning-seeking mind. They are intentional communications from beings who know how to manipulate physical reality to deliver spiritual messages. Most powerfully, they confirm that the intense energy sensations you've been experiencing, tingling at the crown of your head, pressure at your third eye, vibrations in your heart center, rushes of energy up your spine, these are actual physical manifestations of the dramatic spiritual upgrades taking place in your energy field. Your body is being prepared as a more perfect vessel for divine light, a more effective instrument for the spiritual work you came here to perform. The celestial beings surrounding you now want you to understand that we have entered a phase of accelerated awakening on the planet, a time when the veils between dimensions grow increasingly thin, when direct communication between human consciousness and divine realms becomes more accessible than at any point in recent history. You are not imagining the intensification of spiritual experiences in your life. You are not misinterpreting the signs and synchronicities. You are accurately perceiving a dramatic shift in your relationship with the divine. As confirmation of all that has been shared, the angels invite you to watch for a specific sign in the next 3 days. Something so personally meaningful, so precisely tailored to your unique journey that you will know beyond all doubt that these messages have come from beings who know the innermost chambers of your heart. When this sign appears, and it will, receive it as absolute confirmation of everything revealed in this divine communication. Remember this truth, beloved soul. Doubt is a function of the human mind, not the eternal spirit. When doubts arise about the divine nature of your journey, and they will, for that is the nature of human experience, return to this moment of clarity, this sacred space of confirmation. Let the certainty you feel right now become an anchor for those times when the world would have you forget your divine nature and purpose. The angels stand in perfect formation around you now, their wings creating a cathedral of light, their combined energies forming a seal of divine protection and confirmation upon this sacred revelation. What has been shared cannot be unshared. What has been awakened cannot return to slumber. What has been divinely confirmed carries the imprimatur of celestial authority that transcends all earthly doubt or hesitation. With infinite love and divine certainty, your guardian angels. My blessed divine soul, the angels gather now in their most magnificent formation, their collective light creating a sacred temple of revelation around your energy field. The moment has come for the final and most profound truth to be unveiled, a revelation so transformative that they have carefully prepared your consciousness through every word that has preceded this moment. What the angels have always known, what they have been guiding you toward remembering, is the extraordinary truth about your divine origin and purpose. You are not merely a human being having occasional spiritual experiences. You are a celestial being of immense power and divine lineage, temporarily experiencing the human condition for purposes far more profound than your earthly mind has yet comprehended. The angels show me now your luminous signature in the cosmic records. a unique vibrational pattern that identifies you as a member of a specific soul family with particular gifts, distinct divine assignments, and a sacred mission that you agreed to fulfill in this pivotal time on Earth. The challenges you faced weren't random hardships, but necessary calibrations, attunements that have prepared your energy field to hold the specific frequency required for your divine work. They reveal to me your soul's journey across countless dimensions, civilizations, and epochs. The wisdom accumulated, the masteries achieved, the lessons integrated through experiences both earthly and cosmic. You have been a healer in Atlantean temples, a wisdom keeper in ancient Egypt, a sacred artist encoding divine knowledge in medieval cathedrals, a mystic preserving esoteric wisdom through times of persecution. Each of these incarnations has deposited specific gifts and abilities within your spiritual DNA, all of which are now being activated for your current divine mission. The angels want you to understand that your presence on Earth at this precise moment is anything but accidental. You are part of a carefully orchestrated divine intervention, a mass incarnation of advanced souls who agreed to enter the earthly plane during this critical transition between cosmic ages. Your purpose extends far beyond personal happiness or individual achievement, though these are included in your birthright. You are here as a way shower, a frequency holder, a living bridge between dimensions during a time of unprecedented planetary and collective transformation. Those persistent feelings of homesickness, that sense of not quite belonging in the human world, that longing for something you couldn't name, these weren't psychological quirks or emotional weaknesses. They were your soul's recognition of its origin among the stars, its remembrance of frequencies far more refined than those typically experienced in earthly environments. You have been sensing the pull of your true home while fulfilling your mission in a realm that often feels dense and limiting to your expansive spirit. The divine synchronicities that have guided your path, especially those that seem to defy all statistical probability, were direct interventions from higher dimensions, cosmic breadcrumbs leading you toward full remembrance of who you truly are and why you came. Those dreams of flying, of possessing supernatural abilities, of communicating with beings of light, these weren't mere fantasies but soul memories breaking through the veil of forgetting. Most powerfully, the angels reveal that your connection with your twin flame, that sacred counterpart whose energy we've discussed, is central to your divine mission. Your reunion isn't merely for personal fulfillment, it serves a cosmic purpose. Together, your energies create a particular frequency, a divine harmony that affects the collective field in ways your human minds cannot fully comprehend, but your souls fully remember. Your coming together creates a portal through which specific celestial energies can anchor more firmly into the earth plane at this crucial juncture. The timing of all you're experiencing now, including receiving this very message, has been precisely calibrated by the divine realms. The accelerated awakening you've undergone in recent times, the intensified synchronicities, the heightened intuitive abilities, the increasing sensitivity to energies, all are evidence of the final activations taking place within your energy system, preparing you to step fully into your divine role. The angels wish you to know that the veil between your human awareness and your divine knowing is now tissue thin. The separation you've perceived between your everyday self and your higher self is an illusion on the verge of dissolving completely. The wisdom, the abilities, the divine perception you've glimpsed in your most elevated moments are not exceptional states, but your natural condition, the birthright you are now reclaiming. In practical terms, this means that your intuitive guidance will become increasingly precise and reliable. Your manifestation abilities will accelerate dramatically. Your capacity to affect energetic fields, your own and others, through conscious intention will amplify. Your ability to perceive beyond the limitations of physical senses will expand. Your understanding of complex spiritual principles will deepen not through intellectual study, but through direct knowing. This revelation comes with sacred responsibility. As you step more fully into your divine power and purpose, you become a more conscious co-creator with the celestial realms. Your thoughts, your words, your actions carry greater creative force. Your energy field affects collective consciousness more directly. Your presence becomes a blessing or a burden depending on the frequencies you choose to embody and transmit. The angels assure you that you are ready for this responsibility, that indeed, you have been preparing for it across lifetimes. The divine timing is perfect. The cosmic moment is now. The final veil is lifting between what you have believed yourself to be and what the angels have always known you truly are. Beloved light bearer, as you integrate this profound revelation about your true nature and divine purpose, the angels offer specific guidance to support your continued awakening and the fulfillment of your sacred mission on Earth. This guidance is not theoretical or abstract, but practical and immediate, designed to help you navigate both the spiritual and material dimensions with greater grace and effectiveness. First, they emphasize the critical importance of energy management in this new phase of your journey. Your sensitivity to frequencies, both uplifting and discordant, will continue to increase. Therefore, be even more discerning about the environments you inhabit, the information you consume, the people with whom you engage. Your energy field is both more powerful and more permeable than ever before, requiring conscious stewardship. The angels recommend establishing a non-negotiable daily spiritual practice, even if it's just 10 minutes of silent communion with your divine self. This isn't merely a nice addition to your routine, it's essential spiritual nourishment, as necessary as food or water for your physical body. During these sacred moments, set conscious intention to align with your highest timeline, to embody your most refined frequency, to serve your divine purpose with clarity and grace. They guide you to pay heightened attention to your physical vessel, which must now accommodate more intense light frequencies than before. Hydration becomes spiritual practice. Rest becomes divine restoration. Movement becomes energy circulation. Nutrition becomes light integration. Care for your body not as a limitation to transcend, but as the sacred instrument through which your divine light expresses in the material realm. Regarding your connections with others, the angels offer this guidance. Release all relationships that consistently diminish your energy, that require you to dim your light or compromise your truth. This needn't be done with judgment or drama, simply a loving recognition that different souls are walking different paths at different paces. Some connections that served earlier phases of your journey may not be aligned with where you're heading now. At the same time, remain open to new connections that arrive with surprising synchronicity. The divine orchestration is bringing together specific souls whose combined energies, gifts, and purposes create something greater than any could manifest individually. These relationships will feel different, marked by mutual respect for sovereignty, appreciation of authentic expression, and amplification rather than diminution of each other's light. For your twin flame connection specifically, the angels offer this guidance. Focus less on the form of reunion and more on your own vibrational readiness for divine partnership. Continue clearing whatever prevents you from loving unconditionally, from sharing vulnerably, from standing authentically in your truth. Trust the divine timing implicitly, understanding that cosmically orchestrated unions unfold with perfect precision when both souls have completed necessary inner work. Regarding your divine purpose, they offer this practical wisdom. Don't pressure yourself to have the entire path revealed at once. Divine purpose unfolds as a series of present-moment callings rather than a single grand revelation. Ask each morning, "How may I serve the highest good today?" Then follow the guidance that arises, whether it leads to seemingly small acts of kindness or more visible expressions of your gifts. The angels emphasize that your most powerful service often occurs through simply maintaining your elevated frequency in environments where density predominates. Your presence alone, when you're consciously embodying divine light, creates ripples of transformation in the collective field. Never underestimate the power of simply being your authentic self in a world programmed for conformity. They guide you to trust your intuitive knowing absolutely, even when, perhaps especially when, it contradicts conventional wisdom or collective beliefs. The inner guidance you receive is increasingly becoming your direct line to divine intelligence, more reliable than external authorities or established systems. This doesn't mean abandoning discernment. It means recognizing that your highest discernment operates through intuitive knowing rather than intellectual analysis alone. The angels advise you to relate to the material world as an energy system rather than a collection of solid objects. Money, homes, possessions, even physical bodies, all are essentially energy in various states of density, all responsive to consciousness, intention, and frequency. This perspective shifts you from struggling against material conditions to working consciously with the energies that create them. They offer guidance about the accelerating nature of manifestation in your experience. What you hold in consciousness creates with greater speed and precision than ever before. This amplified creative power requires greater mindfulness about what you're energizing with your attention, greater clarity about what you're calling into your experience, greater responsibility in directing your creative force toward the highest good of all. Most importantly, the angels guide you to remember that love is not merely an emotion or an ideal, but the fundamental creative force of the universe, the very substance from which all form emerges. When you approach any situation, any challenge, any relationship from the consciousness of love, you align with the primal power that births worlds. This isn't sentimental or passive. It's the most pragmatic and powerful position from which to create transformative change. As you integrate this guidance, know that the angels remain constantly available, eager to provide more specific direction for particular situations or decisions. The channel of communication is open and clear. Their wisdom flows freely to your awareness when you create space to receive it. Your questions are instantly heard, your requests for guidance immediately answered. The only variable is your receptivity to the response. My precious divine being, as our celestial communication approaches its completion, the angels gather even closer, their energy forming a sacred seal upon all that has been revealed. They want you to know that this message marks not an ending, but a magnificent beginning, the commencement of a new phase in your divine journey, characterized by clearer guidance, accelerated growth, more conscious co-creation with the spiritual realms. The truths that have been shared, about the angels' constant presence throughout your journey, about your twin flame connection, about your true divine nature and purpose. These are not merely comforting spiritual concepts. They are activations, sacred keys unlocking dormant aspects of your multidimensional being. In the days and weeks to come, you will notice these revelations working within you, rearranging your inner landscape, transforming how you perceive yourself and your place in the cosmic order. The angels ask you to commit now to honoring these revelations through conscious action. Will you create daily space for communion with your divine self and celestial guides? Will you practice discernment about the energies you allow into your field? Will you follow intuitive guidance even when it leads beyond comfortable familiarity? Will you embody your authentic light even in environments that seem to prefer darkness? These commitments need not be grandiose or dramatically life-altering. The most profound spiritual transformations often begin with small, consistent actions, aligned with higher truth. Perhaps it's 10 minutes of meditation each morning. Perhaps it's conscious breathing when anxiety arises. Perhaps it's simply pausing before reacting from old patterns, creating space for new responses to emerge from your awakening wisdom. Remember that you do not walk this path alone. Beyond the invisible but constant presence of your angelic team, you are part of a global spiritual family. Souls who have incarnated with similar divine purposes, who are awakening to similar truths, who share your commitment to elevating consciousness during this pivotal time on Earth. The coming days will bring you into more conscious connection with these spiritual siblings, creating networks of light that strengthen and support each individual's sacred work. The angels want you to understand that receiving this message was not random or accidental. You were guided to these words at precisely the right moment in your spiritual evolution, when you were ready to receive these activations, when the veils were thin enough for these truths to penetrate, when your heart was open enough to recognize the resonance of divine wisdom. Trust the perfect timing of this encounter between your consciousness and these celestial revelations. They ask you now to take a moment for sacred integration. Close your eyes if you feel called to do so. Place your hands over your heart center. Breathe deeply, allowing each inhale to draw these divine truths deeper into your being, allowing each exhale to release whatever might prevent their full embodiment. Feel the crystalline energies of angelic presence surrounding you, infusing every cell with remembrance of your true divine nature. As you sit in this sacred space of communion, allow yourself to receive any personal messages, any specific guidance that your celestial team wishes to impart directly to your consciousness. The channel is open, the connection is clear, divine wisdom flows freely to your awareness. Trust what you receive in these moments of receptivity, even if it comes as subtle knowing rather than dramatic revelation. The angels extend an invitation now. Will you consciously participate in the divine orchestration unfolding on Earth at this time? Will you serve as a way shower, holding higher frequencies amidst collective density? Will you stand in your authentic power, embodying the light of your true nature, even when doing so distinguishes you from conventional paths? Will you trust the divine plan, even when its full architecture remains partially veiled from human perspective? Your soul already knows the answer. Your presence here, receiving these words, engaging with these energies, is already confirmation of your commitment. You have been preparing for this moment across lifetimes. You have been guided to this precise point on your spiritual journey with exquisite care. You are ready for what comes next. The continued unfolding of your divine purpose, the deepening of your spiritual abilities, the fulfillment of sacred contracts made before you entered this earthly incarnation. The angels surround you with boundless love and unwavering support as you integrate these revelations and step forward on your path. They celebrate your courage in choosing this incarnation at this pivotal time. They honor your perseverance through the challenges that have prepared you for your divine work. They cherish your unique expression of the infinite light that animates all creation. Know that you are infinitely loved, eternally guided, and powerfully supported in every moment of your journey. The path ahead contains both challenges and joys, both tests of your commitment and confirmations of your divine nature. Through it all, the angels walk beside you, their wings creating a sacred space for your continued awakening, their wisdom illuminating each step of your unfolding path. If this message has touched your heart, if these revelations have awakened something within you that recognizes their truth, please share your experience in the comments below. Your words may serve as divine confirmation for another soul on a similar journey, your testimony becoming part of the cosmic web of awakening spreading across the planet at this time. Subscribe to this channel to receive more angelic communications, more divine revelations, more spiritual guidance as we navigate this extraordinary time of transformation together. Become a member to access exclusive content that goes even deeper into the sacred mysteries being unveiled as the veils between dimensions continue to thin. Dear soul, if this video was meaningful to you, leave a thanks below this video as a gesture of gratitude for this revelation. This strengthens us to keep sharing messages of connection and faith. The time is now. The awakening is accelerating. The divine plan unfolds with perfect precision, and you, beloved soul, play an irreplaceable role in the cosmic symphony now reaching its magnificent crescendo. With infinite love, divine light, and eternal presence, your guardian angels,